All right. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog. Back with that fresh new cut. I mean, it's summertime out here in the mountains of, I'm going to say like the eastern United States. And it gets pretty hot out here. And there's a lot of bugs. Not about bugs latching on my head. So, anyways, you already know what time it is. It is time to talk about another series recap, series preview thing. And yeah, Indians came off a series against the Mariners, where I believe we took 2 out of 3 against the Mariners, if I'm not mistaken. We didn't do too bad against the Mariners. Of course, I would have loved a sweep, but yeah, that didn't go like that because of that final game series. And we lost the season. You're gonna lose season series. It's gonna happen. So real quick, looking at what we've gone through so far this month, we actually haven't had that bad of a month. Now July is going to be tough, but of course, like I said a while back, lost 2 of 3 to the O's, split with the Cards, win 2 of 3 against the Mariners. So overall, pretty even month. So going into this series against Baltimore, of course, we lost Shane Bieber. That was tough. He pitched literally the day before, and he got beat up pretty good. Yeah, that's what really sucked. Seeing what he went through in that game against the Mariners. And then the next day, you go on Twitter and you see that, he's on the injured list because of a shoulder. I think it's like shoulder soreness or something like that. I think it might be the same thing that John Means had. So he's now done for a couple weeks. I've even heard we may not see him until after the All-Star break. Fantastic. Although, I don't know. We might see him right before then, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with that. But so now you look at our pitching staff. It's got Aaron Savale and literally 4 question marks. So game 1, we had let's see here. Okay, here it is. So game 1 of the series, we went with JC Mejia, who, by the way, pitches tonight in about a half hour. I'll be sure to make this quick. I don't want to have this thing going into the actual game itself. But we had JC Mejia on the mound, went 4 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, not bad. 1 walk, 3 Ks, way better than his last start against St. Louis, where he couldn't even get out of the first inning. Meanwhile, we went after Kramer, and we really tagged him with 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 strikeouts, 5 in the third innings pitched for Kramer. And the bugaboo for the O's in this series was the errors, as it seemed like every game they were just making themselves look stupid out there. I think they had 1 error where the outfield, I think it was in this game. So many freaking errors happened in this series. I think in this game, the left fielder actually stumbled going after a routine flyout. Like, wow. And I believe this was also the game where the manager actually got booted because he argued a call that, because they reviewed it, I think it was a hit batter or something. I think it was Ahmed getting hit in the hand. They reviewed it. You can't argue that call. And Brandon Hyde, the manager for the O's, argued it regardless. And he got booted out by the umpire, whose name, ironically, sounded like Sia. Yeah, his name is, I believe, like Seha. Yeah. The umpire was Nestor Sia. So it literally sounds like Sia. That's kind of funny. But yeah, we won. I mean, 4-3. It was very close. Sandlin got the dub. Kramer took the loss. He's 0-6 And then Clase got his 10th save of the year. Now, how did we score? Jose singled in a run. Rosario sac fly. Bobby Bradley singled in a run. They scored with a Stewart ground out and a Galvis ground out. And then we responded with a Jose double, scoring a run. And then they responded with a Franco single. And that was it. So we won 4-3. We did our thing. Moved to game 2. And yeah, it was pretty much more of the same. 4 errors in this game for Baltimore. Bro. I mean, dang, bro. So in this one, once again, going with another question mark of a pitcher, Quantrill, who got tagged with what? He was in the 18-5 loss in Baltimore. And he responded after that with 4 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 4 Ks. Wow. Cal, I like that. Keep doing that. You might be one of them permanent additions, eh? I mean, damn, keep it up. Love it. Granted, it's against Baltimore, but still. They had Matt Harvey, the Dark Knight, 3 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 2 walks, and he had 2 strikeouts. So, yeah, the Dark Knight was getting beat up again. We did that to him last year, too. Or 2 years. I think it was last year. He was with Kansas City. Last time we faced him with Kansas City, we beat him up. You know, he just isn't the same anymore. I don't know what's up with him. But, yeah. Bobby Bradley once again scored bottom of the first with a single. And then Franco doubled. And then the bottom of the fourth happened. And this is where all craziness ensued. Clement scored on a liner. So I guess it would have been his first RBI, but he got his first hit. And gave us a nice 2-1 lead. And then Zimmer singled in a run, 3-1. And then Rosario singled, 4-1. And then Eddie, 6-1. And then Mancini doubled, scoring another measly run. And then just for the coup de grace, Bobby Bradley went yard, and he's 7. This is his 3rd home run. We win 7-2. Karinchak gets the win. He's 4-2. Harvey takes the L. He's 3-8. Yeesh. Like I said, not like he used to be. Not like he used to be at all. That's sad, man. He used to be one of those aces, man. He was really good with the Mets, and then I don't know what happened, but this dude just completely fell off a cliff. He completely fell off a cliff, and that's sad. All right, moving on to game number 3. And this was the game that I was actually sure we were going to dominate. So we had Savali on the mound. They went with Keegan Aiken. We faced him in the first game of the last series when we lost 3-1, and we were kind of screwed over by a fan interference call, but I'm not going to talk about that. So Savali, 5 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 2 Ks, and a home run. Yeah, he just could not miss strikes. He couldn't strike anybody out. They were hitting everything he was throwing. And then for Aiken, we pretty much just gave him exactly what they gave Savali, except much worse. 5 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 8 runs, all earned, 3 walks, 7 Ks, and 1 homer. I mean, crap. 8 runs given up, but you struck out 7? It's actually kind of impressive. Usually when you see that first line there, 8 hits and 8 runs given up, usually pitchers don't last that long. But again, another error for the Baltimore Orioles, the O's, the E's, call them the E's because all they do is the E's and the L's because they've committed like a crap ton of errors, and they also have lost 18 straight freaking road games at this point. So Savali gets the win. He's 10-2. Aiken takes the L. They've taken a lot of L's lately on the road. He's 0-2, and Clase gets his 11th save of the year. Scoring, Freddie Galvis singled in a run. Mountcastle singled in another run in the first. Jose homered, like he usually does. Love that. Then they respond with a 3-1. So Mountcastle singled in another run. They've been hitting them singles, you know. And then bottom of the third. This is where things really got crazy as Rosario singled. So it's 3-2. And then came a play that made that play that the Pittsburgh Pirates first baseman made look not as bad. Because at first you're thinking, okay, well, you know, Jose hit an opposite field, you know, single to right field. And 1 run scored. Second one was coming in. So Jose, with the brain meats, said, I'm going to draw the throw. So he's going for second. And then they throw, I think the catcher took it, but he threw it to first. Or someone threw it to first. They got Jose on a rundown. And then Freddie Galvis decides, oh, you could go on by. Don't worry about it. Just walk on by me. That's okay. And he gets through, so he gets a second. But then, again, with the 1 million IQ, Jose looked at third. No one's there. They can't tag me if no one's there. So he goes for third. It was supposed to be a single. This dude turned that into a triple. And the ball never left the infield after that. This dude made it to third base with the ball still in the infield because the O's are just that dumb. That's tough. And then, of course, Harold Ramirez would bring him home. And then Eddie Rosario would double and score Harold. So that's dope, too. Love that. So it's 6-3, just like that. And then Mountcastle would homer, made it 6-5. Hernandez would triple, scoring 2 more for us, 8-5. And then they would score a couple more in the 7th and made it 8-6 with the Hayes single, and then Franco single 8-7. We wind up winning 8-7. And one thing you may not know is we used our best two pitchers in the bullpen 3 straight days. 3 straight days of freaking Karinchak and Clase. That's risky. I think they did that with Clase earlier in the year, and he completely lost control on that 3rd day. But here, he was dynamite. Granted, he didn't really need to do much. Struck out Mountcastle and had Stewart fly out, and then drew a Hayes ground out. And that was it. You love to see it. You just love to see it. So then we talk about last night's game, or yesterday's game. So, this was another fun game. Wasn't as close as the other one, but of course, it's really good when, I don't know if I mentioned who was pitching, but it was Eli Morgan. For those who didn't know, he made his debut during a rainstorm. Yeah. He was out here pitching during a hurricane, pretty much, against Toronto. Kind of an unfair thing for him, but yeah, that's when the Indians thought, hey, let's play. This is a monsoon outside. Let's play. So Eli Morgan didn't. It was Savali. Oh no, Eli pitched in Game 4. But still, you love to see Savali doing that thing. But man, love to see the guy is giving Savali some run support. But then we talk about yesterday's game, and like I said, Eli Morgan pitched. Beautiful day. Definite difference from his first debut, and I'm sure he really loved that. 3 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 5 Ks. I mean, not horrible. Pitch count probably wasn't was probably one of the leading factors of him getting pulled. But also, we actually placed Austin Hedges on the concussion injured list as if we needed any more injuries. So we called up Ryan Lavarnway, and believe it or not, he actually did good. 2 hits. He went 2 for 4 with a run scored. Good job, Ryan. That's good. So they had Jorge Lopez, and he went 4 1/3, 7 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 3 Ks, 3 home runs given up. Tough. Yeah, Morgan, 3 2/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 5 Ks. I mean, 5 Ks with 3 runs given up. That's not horrible. I mean, it could have been way worse. I mean, look what happened in his first start. Sheesh. But yeah, when it comes to scoring, we got it on real quick. Jose homered, 2-run blast to right, and then Bobby Bradley homered again. Still can't believe we wasted 2 months of freaking Jake Bauers. We could have had this guy up the entire time, and who knows what he could have been doing. He could have been one of those guys who could be in, like in the running for the home run title or whatever. He could be possibly going in the home run derby if he would have played 2 months, these last 2 months. This dude is hitting almost, I mean, it's at the point where when this guy's in the lineup, he's always a threat to go yard. And I love it. He just looks completely different than he did in 2019 when he first came up. Mainly, I heard hand placement. They worked on his hand placement and his swing and stuff a little bit. And he says he just doesn't have the pressure on him anymore, which I honestly understand. We know when you're first coming up to the majors as a hitter in a struggling offense, you probably have that pressure on you to go out there and hit bombs and help contribute. Well, now he's like, I'm just going to come up here and do my thing, And that's exactly what he's doing. So we're up 3-0, thanks to 2 long balls. I've always heard chicks dig the long ball. Bonded, top of the second with a homer. So here we go again with the give up runs right after we score thing. We love doing that. So then bottom of the third, Eddie goes yard. Yeah, Eddie Rosario homered for the first time in Progressive Field for the Indians. How about that? He did that quite a lot with the Twins, but first time he'd done it with us. Love it. Then top of the fourth, as usual, Franco homered, and then Trey Mancini singled. So it's 4-3. And then bottom of the fourth, Ernie Clement doubled, scoring his first legit RBI of his career, which is great. 7-3. Nice little 2-run, nice little RBI double. No big deal. Then bottom of the sixth, Yu Chang singled. 2-run score. Love it. But he wasn't done yet. Bottom of the eighth, this guy's like, I hit Baltic China. And he just, out of nowhere, Yu Chang hit a nuke. He hit a bomb. He hit a missile. Bro, out of nowhere. Nobody expected that. It's like, well, damn. Get this. Both of his homers were low-key nukes, and they both were 3-run blasts, and they both, well, no, this was a 2-runner. Okay, but still, it was against the O's. Okay, you. I see you. Uh-huh. But then, Jose grounded into a force out, scoring a run, and that was it. So we win this game 10-3. And smartly, we did not use Karinchak or Clase in this one because this was even more of a blowout than the 7-2 victory. Stefan got his first win of the year. Not sure about his career, but of the year for sure. And then Lopez took the L, so he's 2-8. Tough. And by the way, 19 straight road losses for the O's. Meanwhile, Arizona, they literally completely choked against the Giants in that one game where Yastrzemski hit a grand slam. So, damn, that's tough. So we go from beating up on the O's to now facing the Pirates, which for game 1 of this series will begin in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to crank through these real quick. So game 1 of the series will feature Chad Kuhl on the mound for the Pirates and J.C. Mejia starting for the Indians, of course, his first, I think, real start. I think he started a couple, I don't know, but he's 1-1. That loss happened in St. Louis, so we'll see how he does in Pittsburgh. We'll see how he does because, like I said, he struggled. He couldn't get out of the first inning in St. Louis. But yeah, we're facing Chad Kuhl. What's not so cool is his squad. Not very good. He's 0-4. That's also not very cool. He has a 6.52 ERA. Again, not cool. And 23 Ks. That's Mejia, 1-1, 4.26 ERA, and 13 Ks. Okay. So what is he, like 36 Ks and .06 ERA points away from having a very, very nice little line there. If you know what I mean. I'm not going to say it because, people get triggered. But yeah, so game 1, Mejia and Cool. Game 2, 4:05 p.m. tomorrow. Cal Quantrill back on the mound, so we're giving them going with these guys on short rest, which we'll see how that goes. Facing Will Crow. He's 0-4. Does that mean, his name could be Will Crow and 4? I'll stop. And then he's got 36 Ks. Cal's 0-2. Not that great. 3.11 ERA and 32 strikeouts. My. And then for the final game, we're going to see an old friend on the mound for the Indians, a guy that we haven't seen on the mound in a while as a starter, and that is Sam Hentges, who last time he was a starter, well, he really could not do anything. I mean, he could barely strike anybody out. But he's more of a reliever. I don't know why we keep doing this. We're going to have relievers go as starters. Hey, Dolan, how about you do this funky thing where you go out in the free agent market or even, try to swing a low-key trade for like a decent pitcher, okay? Because I'm not trying to see like us cooking our bullpen arms because, like I said in the beginning of this stream, we have one legit pitcher in Savale and then 4 question marks. I say question marks because we don't know if they can go beyond 5. Like, sheesh, man. Yeah, let's get rid of Cookie Carrasco. That's going to freaking sting us all year. Now, of course, Cookie's hurt too, so yeah, even if we wouldn't have traded him, who's to say he wouldn't have been hurt? I don't know. Oh, that's what sucks too, because in our farm system, our best starting caliber pitchers are not in AAA yet. They're all AA and lower. The closest one we have, I think, is in AA right now. I'm surprised they don't try to rush them through AA and, get them up here as quickly as possible. But I don't know. So I guess you could say the Indians pitching factory is running a little behind right now because injuries. They didn't expect the injury bug to come, giving us that Mike Tyson 1-2 punch. And now we're kind of caught between a rock and a hard place because for the first time in a while, we might actually have to use some prospects to actually acquire somebody or 2 or 3. No, 2 probably. Because Tristan McKenzie, we also didn't expect him to be kind of blah. He is just, I'm going to start calling him Tristan Walk-Kenzie because all this dude is doing is walking people. Every time he goes to the freaking mound, it's like he's a walkathon. My God, bro. Stop walking, man. Jeez. Like I said, man, the only pitcher we have that's legit is Savale. Plazak's hurt. Luckily, though, he had a bullpen today, so he'll be another couple weeks before he's back on the mound. And Bieber's out until at least probably All-Star break. That gives me, hope. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. I mean, we've always known that we've needed a number 5 pitcher, but now we need a 2, 3, and a 4 to go along with a 5 because Bieber's hurt now. Okay. We'll see how we do. Luckily, though, it's a little bit light on the schedule. Real quick, before I head on out of here, I'm going to go through the schedule real quick. I actually have a video coming out tomorrow talking about some potential trade prospects. I saw an article today. I was going to do it today, but I don't really feel like doing it today. I'll do it tomorrow. All right. So that should be fun. 2-1 on Russell. Cubbies stunk against the Mets. 3-4. Luckily, the Brewers stunk worse. Reds swept the Brewers. Yep. So, let's take a look at the Indians' schedule through the end of the month real quick again, and then I'm heading out of here and get ready to watch us hopefully take this dub against the Pirates. By the way, someone actually commented, I don't know if I addressed this before, but someone commented on one of my other preview recap streams saying, when are you going to stream the Indians again? I said it before, and I'll probably say it a couple more times. I will stream the Indians once the NBA playoffs are over. But why can't you stream them now? Because you're not streaming NBA games. Because I'm trying to relax a little bit. I'm trying to recharge my streaming batteries, bro. I was burning myself out streaming every day like that. I thought I could do it, but honestly, I should have just did what I did in 2019. Stream the conference title game. So look what I'm doing now. Doing what I said I was going to do before, but I ultimately changed my mind because I thought, hey, let me stream some of these games. That was fun, though, but it just burned me out. So, anyways, after we're done here, we got 2 against the Cubs. That should be tough. 4 against the Twins, who suck. And then 3 against the Tigers, and that's it for the month. So, we'll see how this goes. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to head on out of here, and I'm going to get ready to watch this game. So, yeah, should be good. And when it comes to that, I'll see you guys in a couple days for the recap of this series. Of course, I'll have a video out tomorrow talking about some trade possibilities. But yeah, I'm Crazy Dog 99, and shout out to Russell and everybody for coming through. Yeah, I got the new haircut, in case you didn't know. But I'll see you guys in a couple days, or tomorrow, whenever. So yeah, until then, I'm Crazy Dog, let's go Tribe, and I'm out. I'm out, baby. No. Much like Brandon Hyde in that first game against the Indians, I'm out.